I'm going to start recording. Cool. All right, we'll start. Nice to see everyone again. I can see Abby, Charlotte, Hayley, Leslie, Lisa, Susan. Nice to see you all. So let's begin, and let's start by lying down on your back. So just take up as much space as you feel comfortable. Just really, for these next few moments, get really comfortable. And let's just start by taking a few deeper breaths. So a big deep breath in here through your nose. Expand the breath into every corner of your belly, and as you exhale, really fully exhale out. Again, inhale deeply. And exhale slowly. Really give yourself permission to land in the space and to really land on your mat, to land in your body. Just to be here with your body, with your inner life, with your breath this morning. Spending that hour to really connect to your physical body and just to notice how your physical body feels. Also just to observe what's going on with the inner life and allow your breath here to keep you present, to keep you in this present moment. Let's just take one more big deep breath in. Nice exhale out. And slowly, on your next inhale, draw your knees here into your chest. So hold on to your knees here. Hold on to your shins and begin to just gently roll out to your lower back. Just that gentle rocking here side to side. Just think about drawing circles, perhaps half circles here with your knees through the air. Really connect to the base of your spine and connect to your lower back. Then place your right hand on your right knee, your left hand on your left knee, and begin to circle your knees here through the air. So draw big circles with your knees through the air. Nice big circles. Go around in one direction. And then change direction, so circle the opposite direction. Really trying to lubricate the hip joints. And then separate your knees here. Draw your knees here closer towards your armpits and begin to circle your ankles here. So roll your ankles in one direction. And then move your toes here. And then circle the ankles here in the opposite direction, still moving the toes. Now we'll come into happy baby. So catch the soles here of your feet, just stack your ankles here over your knees and just gently draw your knees past your ribcage towards the floor. Really try to anchor down your spine, sink into your hips. Try not to lift your bum here too much. Keep drawing your lower back here to the floor. Keep both feet flexed. And then slowly press your right foot into your right hand. Lengthen your right leg here just as much as you can without letting go of your foot. And then bend your right knee. And then lengthen out your left leg here. Press the left foot into your hand. Lengthen your leg here as much as you can without letting go of your foot. And bend your left knee. And then lengthen out your right leg again one more time. Bend your right knee. Lengthen out your left leg one more time. Bend your left knee. Now lengthen out both legs, both at the same time. Try to take your legs as wide as possible. You can let go of your feet and you can catch your calves here. And try not to lift your bum here too much. Keep drawing your lower back to the floor. And try to keep both feet flexed. If you want to catch your feet, you can. Just hold on to the calves of your ankles. And bend your knees. Here, draw both knees into your chest again. Give yourself a little bit of a tight squeeze. Take a big deep breath in. Nice exhale out. And then stretch your legs here straight up and overhead. Just briefly begin to point and flex your feet. So point the toes to the ceiling. Really try to stretch the skin here across the tops of your feet and try to dig as deep into your calves as you can. And then lower your left leg to the floor. Catch your right knee here with both hands. Draw that right knee in towards your chest. Take a big deep breath in. And then exhale, take your right knee across the body over to the left. Take your right arm here out to the side. Really come into that full recline twist. And then see if you can flush the breath here through the right side of your ribcage, through the right side of your body. And then slowly bring your right knee back up again. And switch sides. So stretch your right leg down the mat. Hold on to your left knee. Again, big deep breath in. And then exhale. Take your left knee across the body over to the other side. Take your left arm here out to the side. Keep your left shoulder here as close to the mat as possible. And really send the breath here into the left side of your ribcage, the left side of your body. And then slowly bring your knee back up again. Here, draw both knees into your chest again. Give yourself one more tight squeeze. Take a big deep breath in. Nice exhale out. And then cross your right ankle over your left. Roll up and come to sit. Come and sit cross-legged. Place your right foot here in front of your left. And really try to lift out of your lower back. Lengthen your spine here. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly start to fold forward. So here, walk your hands as far forward as possible. See if you can actively press the sit bones back and down. And then focus on the hips here. So try to soften your hips here. So lightly tone your belly and see if you can breathe into your back, breathe into your hips. And slowly walk your hands here over to the left. So take your forehead here to your left knee. Now allow your right sit bone here to feel really heavy. And breathe into the right side of your ribcage, right side of your body. And then slowly walk your hands here through the center. Over to the other side. So forehead to your right knee. Allow your left sit bone now to feel really heavy. And breathe into the left side of your ribcage, left side of your body. And then slowly walk your hands here into the center. Lift yourself up, come to sit, reverse the hands here behind your back, squeeze your shoulder blades here towards each other. Really try to puff your chest up, take a big deep breath in. Nice exhale out. And slowly come back to center and switch the crossing of your legs. So place your left foot now in front. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly fold. Just start to walk your hands again forward. You can actively press the sit bones back and down. Soften your left hip here. Breathe into your back, breathe into your hips. Eventually, when you really feel like you can't move any further forward, that's when you drop your head. And then slowly walk your hands here to the right. Take your forehead to your right knee. Allow your left sit bone this time to feel really heavy. And breathe here or lengthen here through the left side of your ribcage. And then slowly walk your hands here through the center. Over to the other side. So forehead now to your left knee. Allow your right sit bone here to feel heavy. And breathe into the right side of your ribcage. Right side of your body. And then slowly walk your hands here into the center. Lift yourself up, come to sit again, reverse the hands behind your back briefly. Puff your chest up. Take a big deep breath in. Nice exhale out. And then we'll slowly come back to center. We'll come onto all fours and then tuck the toes, lift your sit bones, lift your tailbone and come into downward facing dog. So here's how to just gently paddle out your feet. You can walk the legs out on the spot, bend the knees here, maybe gently sway the hips side to side. Allow your head and neck here to feel heavy. You really root down through your hands, press the floor away with your hands. Create space, create length here through all sides of your body. Head and neck are heavy. Then here, look between your hands and slowly step here towards your hands. Now keep your feet at least a distance apart, if not slightly wide if you have really tight hamstrings. Soften your knees here, let your whole upper body start to feel heavy, and then catch opposite elbows coming into ragdoll and just gently sway your upper body side to side. Allow your whole upper body here to feel heavy. So drop your head, drop your neck. And then drop your hands. Now root down here through your feet, press the floor away and bring yourself here all the way up to stand. Reach your arms here all the way up. Exhale, direct back into your heart. And then release your hands. So set yourself up, coming into Tadasana, into mountain pose, into our neutral pose. So keep your feet hip distance apart. And really check that your hips are stacked above your ankles. Think about the bony bits of your hips and your rib bones and just draw those towards each other. Lift your chest, try to lengthen your collarbone and really slide the shoulder blades onto your back. And just softly turn the palms of your hands open and slightly up towards the ceiling. I'm just going to tilt the screen a little bit since I think, yeah, that's better. So we'll do our breathing exercise, coming into our pranayama. Really breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose. Inhale deeply, take a big deep breath in, float your arms here all the way up, and then exhale out through your nose. Again, inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Try to inhale with sound. And then exhale with sound. And then inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. So let's just do 4 more here. Last 2. Last one. I'll come back to Tadasana, come back to neutral. And drop the shoulders, take a natural breath, and notice the grounding of your feet. And inhale, arms up. With your left hand, catch your right wrist here, lengthen through your belly, lift your chest here, inhale, and then exhale, start to lean here over towards the left. And begin to lengthen out the right side body. Knit the front of your belly here towards each other. Lift your chest, try to draw the shoulder blades down your back. Every exhale can take you slightly deeper. Now keep pressing the edges of your feet down. Keep engaging your belly. So really draw hip points, rib points here towards each other. Every exhale can take you slightly deeper. With inhale, come up. And switch the hands here around. So right hand on your left wrist. Again, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, take it over to the other side. Now opening into the left side body. Again, press the edges of your feet down. Keep drawing hip points, rib points towards each other. Really your belly is engaged. Keep your chest nice and open by drawing your left arm behind your left ear. Every exhale can take you slightly deeper into this half moon shape. And inhale, come up. Exhale, release the hands back to Tadasana, back to neutral. And inhale, arms up. And exhale, slowly fold. Now hook the big toes here with your middle and index finger. Press the big toes onto your fingers, heels into the mat. And then slowly start to feed your belly and your chest here closer to your legs. Draw your elbows away from each other. Draw the shoulder blades here away from each other. Belly button back towards your spine, out towards your heart. Press the big toes onto your fingers, heels into the mat. Drop your head, drop your neck. And really try to supercharge your legs here. Then slowly release the toes and press the floor away and bring yourself again all the way up to stand. Reach up, look up, exhale, draw it back into your heart and reach your hands. Now take your hands here into your lower back and really support your lower back here. You can point your fingers up when you're reversing the hands, or you can point the fingers down. Squeeze your elbows and shoulder blades towards each other. Make this pose about opening the chest more than anything else. Gently start to feed your hips here forward. Lift your chest here up. Squeeze elbows and shoulder blades towards each other. Stay here. Or maybe drop your head and neck all the way back. Now keep lifting your chest. Keep drawing hip points, rib points towards each other so your belly here stays engaged. Feed your hips here forward, but try not to collapse into the lower back. So lift your chest here up. And then inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, release the hands, back to neutral, back to mountain pose. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, slowly fold. So look at your feet here. Make sure that the insides of your feet are parallel with each other and your feet are hip distance apart. We're going to come to Utkatasana, chair pose. So bend your knees here. Bring your thighs here parallel to the floor. Reach your arms here forwards and up. Now try to take your bum back, draw your pubic bone up towards your belly button. You have the option to reach your arms up, or if that's too much, you can always reach your arms forwards. Press the edges of your feet down. And exhale, slowly fold. So we're going to come back to Utkatasana, back to chair pose. Again, bend your knees, bring your thighs here parallel to the floor. Reach your arms here forwards, maybe all the way up. Now zip up your belly, so attach your pubic bone to your belly button. Press the edges of your feet down. Really try to drop your hips here, but try to sit low. Nice long spine, so try not to round your back. Then exhale, fold. And come into that forward fold. So now, bring your feet here together. And we're going to come into twisted chair. So get the big toe mounts here to touch. And the heels are just a tiny, tiny bit apart. We're going to come back to a chair, but this time with a twist. So bend your knees, bring your thighs parallel to the floor, reach your arms here forwards and up, then hands in prayer in front of your chest, and take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. And just lift your chest here up towards your thumbs. Now draw your belly really firmly away from your legs. Try not to let your right knee come too far forward. See if you can bring your right hip back. Press the heels of your hands here together and really feel your chest expand. And inhale, come up through center. Exhale, take it over to the other side. So right elbow against the outside of your left knee. And then press the heels of your hands here together. Draw your belly really firmly away from your legs. And try to keep the hips and the knees here square with the top of your mat. Press the heels of your hands together. And inhale, come up through center. Exhale, release and stand up. And then separate your feet again. Hip distance apart. Come back to mountain pose. Come back to neutral. And drop the shoulders. Take a natural breath. And really notice the grounding of your feet. So now coming into our warrior sequence. So step your right foot to the front and your left foot here to the back of your mat. And just look at your right heel and line up your right heel with the arch of your back foot. See if you can bring your arms shoulder height and your wrists are then above your ankles. Now slowly start to bend your right knee in 90 degrees. So get your right kneecap here to point to your second or third toe. If you look past the inside of your right knee, you should be able to see the first two toes. Center your upper body between your feet. Press the edges of your feet down. Feel like you can hug every bone, every muscle here towards the center line. And then slowly move forward and out of your hips. Land your right elbow just above the knee and take your left arm. Reach up towards the ceiling. Create the extra space here between your shoulder blades. Press the edges of your feet down. Lift your lower belly here. You have the option to extend your right arm and then press the elbow against the knee back against your elbow. You need to engage your core that little bit more. And then try not to drop your left hip then too low. And inhale, slowly come up. Extend your right leg and then draw the right toes in. Get the big toes to point towards each other. Heels are slightly turned out. Arms are shoulder height here. Inhale, lift your lower belly. Exhale, slowly fold. And this time, first time, land your hands on the floor. Walk your fingers hip forwards. Lift your chest and just come halfway up. Then exhale, fold. You can start to walk your hands back. You could reverse the fingers. You can very gently pull on the floor to really open up your upper back and your shoulders. Press the outer edges of your feet here down. And see if you can lift the inner arches of your feet here up. Hollow out your belly. Lift your kneecaps up. Roll your inner thighs back. Drop your head, drop your neck. And then slowly walk your hands here forwards. Lift your chest, come halfway up. Hands on your hips, engage your belly and your legs. Press the floor away and bring yourself up to stand. We'll do our second side, second warrior. Turn your left foot now towards the back of your mat. You're going to raise your arms here, shoulder height. Wrist should be above your ankles. Then bend your left knee 90 degrees. You're going to get your left kneecap to point to your second or third toe. Now really try not to let that knee drop in towards the middle. So really try and trap the knee over your ankle. Look over your left hand. Keep your right arm shoulder height. Relax your shoulders here slightly. Feel like you can give yourself space to breathe. Really looking over that left arm, left hand. Maybe bend into your left knee just a little bit more. And then move forward, land your elbow, and reach your right arm all the way up. You're going to create the extra space between your shoulder blades and keep the left side of your torso really nice and long, reaching into the right fingertips. Press the edges of your feet down. Again, you have that option where you extend your left arm and you press the elbow against the knee back against your elbow. But you're holding yourself in place with your belly. So draw your belly here in and up, press the edges of your feet down. Take one more breath here. And then inhale, slowly come up. Extend your left leg and then draw the left toes in. Big toes, point them towards each other. Heels are slightly turned out. Arms are shoulder height. Inhale, exhale, fold. So your hands here land on the calves or ankles. You might want to slide your fingers underneath the outer edges of your feet. Now drop your head, drop your neck. Again, supercharge your legs, hollow out your belly, and see if you can free up your head and neck. So maybe gently shake your head and neck side to side. Notice how much you need to engage the whole front side of your body to create this space and the length here through the back side of your body. And then slowly walk your hands here forwards. Lift your chest, come halfway up. Hands on your hips, engage your belly and your legs. Press the floor away and bring yourself up to stand. And heel toe your feet closer together. You can again step towards the front of your mat. Drop the shoulders, take a natural breath, and really notice the ground of your feet here. Put the weight here into your left foot. You're going to come into tree pose. Draw your right knee up. Turn the heel and place your right foot against the inside of your left leg, either above or below your knee. And hands in prayer in front of your chest. And press your foot against your leg back against your foot. See if you can lift your left hip and draw your right hip down. Try to stand as tall as possible. And then inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Draw the shoulders down, spin the pinkies towards each other, nice long neck. Press your foot against your leg back against your foot. And slowly come out, and release your right foot, draw your right foot down, come back to Tadasana, come back to neutral. Put the weight into your right foot. Bring your left foot up. Place your left foot on the inside of your right leg. Again, above or below your knee. Hands in prayer in front of your chest. Press your foot against your leg back against your foot. Knit the front of your belly towards each other. And really try to ground your standing foot here. Try to stand as tall as possible. And then inhale, reach up towards the ceiling. Draw the shoulders down, spin the pinkies towards each other. Keep your spine nice and long. Keep drawing hip points, rib points towards each other. Focus on your breath. And then slowly come out. Release your left foot. Drop your left foot down and come back to Tadasana, back to neutral. So now coming into our leg lifts or leg raises. So draw your right knee here in towards your chest. Catch your knee here. Give a really tight squeeze in towards your chest. And then place the hands here on your hips. Begin to flex your right foot. And slowly start to kick out through the right heel. And then try and raise your right leg here as high as possible. Lift your lower belly. Squeeze your left buttock. And bend your right knee. Lower your right foot down and come back to Tadasana, back to neutral. And draw your left knee in towards your chest. And catch that knee, give that squeeze in towards the chest. And then place the hands on your hips. Begin to flex your left foot. And slowly start to kick out through the left heel and try to raise your left leg here as high as possible. Lift your lower belly, squeeze your right buttock. And bend your left knee, lower your left foot down. Come back to Tadasana, back to neutral. So we're going to come into eagle now. Bend your left knee and take your right leg, wrap it up and over. Your foot can come around your calf or place your right big toe next to your standing foot. And take your right arm underneath your left, wrap your arms here around each other. Inhale, draw legs through your spine. Exhale, squeeze your legs here together and just lower your bum, lower your seat. Now try to raise your elbows up shoulder height. Maybe gently draw your arms away from your face. Keep squeezing your legs here together. So press your back leg against your front leg and the front leg here against your back leg. Stay focused on your breath. Try and find a drifty, a gaze point and see if you can focus on that point and breathe towards that point. Now come into nesting eagle. So drop your forearms, drop your torso, draw your elbows here away from your knees. Still squeeze your legs here together. Hollow out your belly. Stay focused on your breath. Stay connected to your belly. And we'll take that tricky transition into warrior 3. So now take your right leg off your left. Reach that right leg back, or press the right leg back. Round your standing foot. Hands can be in front of your chest. You can cactus your arms, you can reach your arms back, or reach your arms all the way forward. Round your standing foot. Try not to drop your chest here too low. So actually you need to lift your chest a little bit more than you think you should. Keep pressing down to your left foot, but what's going to help you stabilize the most is connecting to your belly. And slowly step your right foot back in. Tadasana and neutral. Drop the shoulders. Take a natural breath. So now coming into our second side. So bend your right knee here. Take your left leg, wrap it up and over. Your foot can come around your calf or place your left big toe next to your standing foot. Take your left arm now underneath your right. Wrap your arms around each other. Place the palms together. Inhale, draw length through your spine. Exhale, squeeze your legs together and just lower your seat, lower your bum. Now what tends to happen is that the right hip wants to move forward. See if you can bring it back slightly. Press your back leg against your front leg against your back leg. Find your drifting, focus on that point, breathe towards that point. And then coming into nesting eagle. So drop the forearms, drop your torso, draw your elbows here away from your knees, squeeze your legs here together. Really connect your belly, so draw your belly in and up. And then unravel slowly into warrior three. So again, taking your left leg off your right. So left leg becomes parallel to the floor. You could feel your hips here. See that both hip points still shine sort of straight down to the floor. Practice your arms. If it's all a little bit too much, the easiest is just to keep the hands here in prayer in front of your chest. So just have a few more breaths here, holding warrior three. And then slowly bring your left leg back in. Tadasana. In neutral, drop the shoulders. Take a natural breath. Notice the grounding of your feet. So we're going to step out into crescent lunge. So it's the warm-up pose before the big chest opener. So step your right foot to the front, then your left foot all the way back. So take a really nice wide step. Place the hands on your hips, just feel the hips squaring with the top of your mat. Now bend your right knee, bend your left knee here slightly, lift the left heel up. Press the left heel back, and then inhale, float your arms all the way up. Again, reaching into the fingertips, press the heel back, move your hip here forward, lift your lower belly, relax your shoulders slightly, give yourself space to breathe. Press the balls of your feet down so you can magnetize the balls of your feet in. So it feels like you should be able to sit with the inner thighs. And slowly step your left foot back in. Tadasana, neutral. We'll switch sides. So now step your left foot to the front, your right foot all the way back. Again, with your hands, you can feel that the hips are square with the top of your mat. Then inhale, float your arms up. Bend your left knee, bend your right knee. Lengthen your right leg. Press the heel back, move the hip forward. So there's that two-way action going on in the left leg. Press the balls of your feet down. Knit the front of your belly here towards each other. Relax your shoulders here slightly. Give yourself space to breathe. Focus on your breath. Nice, smooth, even breath here, in and out through your nose. Now slowly step your right foot back in. Tadasana. And neutral. Drop the shoulders. Take a natural breath. Notice the grounding of your feet. So we're going to come into dancer's pose now. Take this pose nice and slow and really use your breath here in this pose. Come into this pose slowly. So inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Then bend your right knee and catch your right foot here on the inside. Now bring your knees here together so they touch. Lengthen here through the whole left side of your rib cage. Then exhale, slowly start to press your right foot into your hand. Now with your breath here, lift your chest, and with the exhale, press the foot back against your hand. Now you're trying to keep your hip closed. You're pressing your foot back, but your hip stays closed. Bring your right knee back towards the midline. And then work with your breath again. So on the inhale, lift your chest. On the exhale, press the foot slowly back against your hand. You ground your standing foot. Keep your belly engaged. So your hip points, rib points here towards each other. And slowly come out. Back to Tadasana. Back to neutral. And drop the shoulders. Take a natural breath. Notice the grounding of your feet. Coming into our second side. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, lower your left hand down. Bend your left knee, catch your foot. Again, start by bringing the knees together so they touch. Reach here through the whole right side of your body. And then exhale, press the left foot slowly back against your hand. You might notice that on one side it feels a little bit trickier or easier. Reach here through the right side of your body. Press the left foot into your hand and slowly breathe yourself into dancer's pose. Try not to come into this pose too quickly. Then bring your left knee back towards the center line. If you accidentally fall out, see if you can come back to the beginning. Try not to jump in where you left.
Now try to imagine that your left foot is coming up and over your left shoulder rather than your right shoulder. And then we'll slowly come out. Tadasana, neutral, the shoulders, take a natural breath, and notice the ground with your feet. So now coming into our second round, slightly shorter hold. Perhaps you can come into it a little bit stronger. So inhale, float your arms up. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Bend your right knee, catch your right foot. Start by bringing the knees together so they touch. Reach here through the left side of your rib cage. And then exhale, press the right foot into your hand. And then slowly, slowly breathe yourself into dancer's pose. Try to keep your knee in line with your hip. Lift your chest on an inhale. On the exhale, press the foot back against your hand. And slowly come out. Tadasana, in neutral. The shoulders, take a natural breath. Notice the grounding of your feet. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower your left hand down. Bend your knee, catch your foot. Start by bringing the knees together so they touch. Reach here through the right side of your body. And then exhale, press the left foot into your hand. Work with your breath here. Lift your chest on an inhale. And exhale, press the foot back against your hand. Keep grounding your standing foot and stay focused on your breath. And then slowly come out. Tadasana in neutral. Just the grounding of your feet. Take a natural breath. So now coming into our counter pose to really close the chest. So step your right foot to the front and your left foot 2 to 3 paces back. So it's not too wide, but it's not too narrow. You can start with your hands on your hips just to feel that the hips are square with the top of your mat. Interlace your fingers, place the hands here behind your head. Inhale, lift your lower belly. Exhale, slowly fold. Now take your forehead here to your knee, tuck your chin into your throat and draw your elbows towards your knees. So you're really closing the chest. Left hip forward, right hip back. And slowly press your feet down and bring yourself back up to stand. Switch your feet around, so left foot forward, right foot 2 to 3 paces back, and make sure that the toes point to the front. Interlace your fingers, place the hands behind your head, inhale, and exhale, slowly fold. Then take your forehead to your knee, tuck your chin here into your throat, draw your elbows towards your knees, square your hips here. So right hip moves forward, left hip comes back. And slowly press the floor away, bring yourself back up to stand. And step back to the front, come back to Tadasana, to neutral. Take a natural breath. Feel the grounding of your feet. Now separate your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart and we'll come down into Malasana, so squat pose. Bend your knees here, drop your hips, and just place your elbows against the inner knees. Really try to lift out of your lower back. Several options here for squat. You can have your fingertips on the floor. You can stay here with your elbows just above the knees if that's enough. Or you can also have the heels lifted. You don't have to have your heels on the floor. Just lift out of your lower back and really soften into your hips. Nice long spine. And we'll slowly come out. And we're going to come into plank pose, and we're going to hold plank here for 1 whole minute. I will tell you when that minute will start. So come down onto your elbows, and you can interlace your fingers, and either tuck your toes here, bringing the whole body parallel to the mat, or drop down onto your knees. Cross your ankles behind your back. You have to actually drop your hips a little bit lower than you probably think you should. Now, your minute for plank will start now. So tuck the toes, bringing the whole body parallel to the mat, or stay on your knees. Now try to really focus on your breath. See if you can allow yourself to be carried by your breath. Press your elbows down, see if you can lift your upper back just slightly, so you're sort of punching into the shoulders. Focus on your breath. Nice, smooth, even breath here, in and out through your nose. So a few more breaths. And then slowly bend your knees and press back to child's pose. And rest your forehead on the mat. So you can stack the palms, rest your forehead on the stacked palms. If it feels better to tuck your arms back, just tuck your arms here back. Taking that moment to really catch up with your breath, notice your heart rate, notice how your body here feels today, right now. And inhale, slowly come up. And we'll come into our back bends on the belly. So we'll set up for a low cobra first. So come and lie down on your belly. Placing your hands here directly underneath your shoulders, and just draw your elbows up and in. Press the tops of your feet down, either taking your feet as wide as the mat or keeping your feet here together. If you have a sensitive lower back, just keep your feet wide. Start with your chin on the mat or your forehead or here on the mat. Then inhale, lift your chest up. Let your hands here come off the mat. So to brush the mat or either sort of just lightly touch the mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Really try to peel your belly and your chest here away from the floor. Slowly come out. Stack the palms. Place your forehead onto stacked palms and just gently work out your hips. Gentle rocking side to side. Then we'll come into Shalabhasana. Reach your arms here back. Again, your chin can rest on the mat, your forehead can stop on the mat. So inhale, lift your chest here up. Reach your arms up. Also lift your legs up. Try to come onto the softest part of your belly. When you're trying to peel your belly and your chest away from the floor, squeezing the back of your body towards each other. And slowly come out. Again, stack the palms. Place the forehead here onto stacked palms. And just gently rock out your hips. Gentle rocking side to side. So now the last back bend on the belly, coming into Dhanurasana here on your belly. Bend your knees, reach back with your hands, catch your feet here in your hands. Keep your knees here hip distance apart. Start with your chin on the mat and your forehead on the mat. Then inhale, lift your chest up. Just press your feet here back against your hands. Lift your chest up on an inhale. When you exhale, press the feet slowly back against your hands. One more time, inhale, and then exhale. Slowly come out, and again, press back to child's pose. Inhale, slowly come up, and just bring yourself to the front of your mat. We're going to come into saddle, get the big toes to touch behind you, and take your knees as wide as the mat. Now lean back here on your hands, briefly lift your hips up to the ceiling, scoop your tailbone under, and settle your tailbone here between your heels. The option here is to stay on your hands, or to maybe lower down onto your elbows. If your elbows can easily touch the mat, you might want to explore taking the shoulders all the way down. If your shoulders are touching the mat, see if you can take your arms up and over. Now press your knees down, press your toes down. Focus on the upper legs, your quads here. So actively press your knees down, actively press your toes down. And try to keep sending your tailbone here forwards, promoting the length of your spine. And slowly come out. Then pop up onto your elbows if you're on your shoulders. Lift yourself up and briefly come back to Balasana, child's pose. And inhale, slowly come up. We're going to set up for our last two back bends, coming into camel. Now, if you have sensitive knees, it's definitely a good idea to fold your mat in. So fold your mat in, place your knees on the double end of your mat. Tuck your toes here, sit back onto your heels, catch your toes, and spread them out. Get every single toe to touch the mat, and then lift yourself up onto your knees. Take your hands into your lower back and really support your lower back. Now start to feed your hips here forward. Lift your chest here up, squeeze your elbows and shoulder blades towards each other. Stay here, maybe drop all the way back. Catching the heels and the hands, lift your chest high, feed your hips forward. Only drop your head and neck if it feels comfortable on your neck and your throat. Draw hip points and rib points towards each other. Maybe drop your head and neck. Now to come out, support your lower back, squeeze your upper legs, slowly come out and come back to child's pose. Inhale, slowly come up. Again, come up onto your knees. Take your hands into your lower back. Again, support your lower back here. Feed your hips here forward. Lift your chest here up. Squeeze elbows and shoulder blades towards each other. Take a big deep breath in. And then exhale, maybe drop all the way back. Or just keep your hands on your lower back. Lift your chest high. Feed your hips forward. Only drop your head and neck if it feels comfortable on your neck and your throat. Now to come out, support your lower back, squeeze your upper legs, slowly come out and come back to child's pose. Inhale, slowly come up. We're going to come into our forward fold. So come to sit, lengthen out both legs. You can have your feet together, you can also have them slightly apart. Roll the inner thighs, maybe walk the flesh here away from your bum. Just lift out of your lower back here. Really try to engage your core to lift out of your lower back. Inhale, float your arms here up. And then exhale, slowly fold forward. And just let your hands here land where they need to land. Come up slightly on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Go chest forward, top of your head here forward. And eventually here, start to drop your head. Pull your belly in and up, create space here through your spine. Eventually, drop your head. Take one more breath here. Then inhale, slowly come up. And we'll come to lie down on our back. So make our way down onto your mat. We're going to come into thread the needle. So place your right ankle just above your left knee. Thread the needle. Take your right hand through the gap between your legs. Catch the hamstrings. Catch your shin and just very gently start to draw your left knee here towards your chest and roll out your right hip, keeping your right foot here flexed. And then slowly switch sides. So unhook the right foot, place your left ankle just above your right knee, thread the needle, take your left hand now through the gap between your legs, catch the hamstrings or your shin,
And gently draw your right knee here towards your chest and roll out your left hip, keeping your left foot here flexed. And then slowly release. Draw your knees into your chest. And then keeping your knees here together, drop both knees here to the left. Take your right arm out to the side, keep your right shoulder close to the mat, and see if you can flush the breath through the right side of your rib cage, the right side of your body. And then slowly draw your knees back into your chest. Again, keep your knees here together, drop them over to the other side. Take your left arm here out to the side, keep your left shoulder close to the mat and flush the breath here through the left side of your rib cage, left side of your body. And slowly draw your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a squeeze here. Take a big deep breath in. Nice exhale out. And place your feet here on either side of your mat and just let your knees here drop together so they touch. Now press the lower back down, promote the length here of your spine. And we'll finish here with 3 line breaths. Remind yourself to really press the air up from the base of your belly. So on the exhale, you open your mouth and you stick your tongue out. Now exhale everything naturally out right now. And then inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Either stay here like this, with your knees here touching, or slowly slide your legs down the mat and come and lie down in Shavasana. Again, grab a blanket or your jumper or put your socks on. Just try and take a moment to get really comfortable. Take up as much space as you feel comfortable. Begin to softly close your eyes. And allow your physical body here to feel really heavy. Begin to let go of your arms, your hands, your legs, your feet. Drop your chest and soften your belly. Really try to let go of whatever you still feel like you're holding on to. If you can release it and just gently place it down into the mat. Allow your breath here to become shallow. If you struggle closing your eyes, just soften your gaze here. Allow the body's natural intelligence to take over, to really process and to digest. Allow yourself to fully surrender into
a conscious rest. Very slowly. And to come back into your body. Take a few deeper breaths. Moving hands, fingers, feet, toes, and stretch out overhead if it feels like it's something you want to do. Draw one knee into your chest, or the other knee into your chest, and slowly roll to the right. Stay there for a few breaths. And slowly, when you're ready, bring yourself up, come into a comfortable seat. Keep your eyes here closed. Place your hands here on your knees or in your lap. You settle into your seat. Please scan the body. Check in with how you feel. Notice the quality of your presence. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Knowing yourself that right here, right now, is exactly where you need to be. Cover the heart here with your hands, or hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Lift your heart here up to your hands. Lightly tuck your chin here. Bow your head to your heart. In this mudra, we seal the practice here this morning. We're here in deep gratitude towards your magical body, your powerful mind, your nourishing breath. Deep gratitude towards the simplicity of feeling and being present. And may we offer this practice to those and to where it is needed most. Take a big deep breath in. And that nice exhale out. When you are ready, open your eyes. Namaste. Thanks everyone. I'll be here again on tomorrow morning at 9:30.